What's up, Bridal Babes? I hope you're ready for another exciting episode of your favorite local wedding show, Bridal Buzz. I'm your host, Kat, and today we're joined in the studio by Zoe and Oscar. They're going to talk all about their love, their engagement, and their future wedding plans. Before we get started, quick shout out to Hyatt Regency Hill Country Resort and Spa. You'll hear more about them as we get going, but with that, let's get started. I love that you guys are matching today too. Did you plan that?
Yeah. It's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
We are pretty much always matching.
I love that. Well, thanks again for coming into the studio.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Would you guys go ahead and just introduce yourselves, kind of share a little bit about like how we're connected too through Bridal Connection? Yeah.
So if you could see the beautiful poster behind you, my parents actually own Bridal Connection. My name is Zoe. I am their only daughter. So I do work at Bridal Connection as a consultant, and we've connected, of course, via, the bridal world.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my fiance, Oscar, does
me.
not do bridal stuff. But
No, not yet. Not yet, unfortunately.
yeah, he will one day take my father's place. So,
Wow.
well, as running the bridal
Big shoes
shop.
to fill, huh?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
So what do you do now then? Let the Bridal Babes know.
I do a bunch of esports type of stuff, a bunch of video game related things, I run conventions and gaming conventions and stuff. So we travel out of the city for that. So that's something I'm pretty proud of that I do.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. My fiance tried to be a competitive League of Legends player.
Oh, yeah.
He committed, moved to California for like 6 months,
Oh, yeah.
and it just, the team he was with, it wasn't right, and the timing
Oh,
was
yeah.
not right. And, you can only be in the top 1% when you're in the top 1%.
Yeah,
So
that game
it's
is huge.
Yeah.
That game is huge.
Very
yeah,
competitive.
so
Yeah.
I'm totally familiar with the esports world
Cool.
and mad respect for what you do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so cool. So tell me a little bit about how you guys met. Are you guys both from San Antonio?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
are. Actually, so I, on the side, would do still walking and balloon art at a local restaurant called Margaritaville.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked in the front of the house as the entertainment, and he worked in the back of the house as
The
a chef.
sneaky back, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So apparently he had tried to talk to me early on, and I don't recall that ever.
similar story.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's like I don't remember that,
Yeah.
but yeah,
All in
take
God's
you-
timing, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we started connecting. I made him cookies one day, and yeah,
Aw.
we're pretty much inseparable from the beginning.
Oh, is that your love language, cookies?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, actually, yeah. I think so.
Sweet.
That's
like,
the way to
what?
win his heart.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Was there a specific kind of cookie?
Wedding cookies, yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
I
up.
made him wedding cookies.
She said.
one day.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Yeah,
I
she
knew
said
it.
to put a ring on the finger from day one. I love that. So how long ago was that?
That was in 2019.
Okay.
So it's been a little bit.
Around
But-
3 years.
Yes. And
Nice.
then we kind of, I guess, in passing would see each other a little bit before that, but 2019 is when we really like hit it hard, started
Aw.
talking every day.
Like really committed to
Yeah.
the pursuit.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. So you guys were here in San Antonio. How long into dating each other did it take to know that you guys were the one? Is there a story there? Did you guys talk about it?
I made her wait 6 months.
Really?
Well, because we dated for a long time before we became official.
Hmm.
So
She was already like, all right, let's get together. We're ready to get it. Like 1 month. Or like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something.
yeah,
I
I
was just
knew.
well,
right
we got to wait it out. We got to see if blah, blah.
And for you, it's like if I commit to being your like
Yeah, I wanna-
boyfriend, like we're going somewhere. From
Yeah,
here.
of course. Yeah, I didn't want to just like, all right, let's do it. And then, like,
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure like we had that connection.
Yeah.
Everything was good. And
Yeah.
Zoe was impatient. She was like ready to go. I was just
Yeah,
like,
I knew I was in love with him like a month in. I was like,
Aw.
I'm gonna be with you forever. Like I
Aw.
knew already. So I wanted to I was like, let's get this rolling. Let's go.
she always gets mad at me for that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like, sometimes I don't know what you guys' history is in relationships, but waiting I think is definitely better than not.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's hard in the moment, but like patience is a virtue for a reason, and it's huge in relationships. Like the ability to just meet your partner halfway, and hopefully it was halfway and he was
Yeah.
pushing you too far. But yeah,
Right.
no, I think that's pretty cool that you guys like honored and respected your own timeline there. So you guys knew around 6 months into like getting into that relationship that you were committed to each other. How long did it take for you to start looking at rings, to start thinking about asking the question?
It took me about like a month before the actual engagement. I talked to her parents. I did it the old-fashioned way. I talked to her mom first, and then I talked to her dad. And I sat down with her dad and asked for his blessing, and everything went good from there. He was very understanding. I was very like honest with him too. I was like, hey, this is how I feel as a man going into this, and I love that he was very like, he understood where I was coming from, and it was like I was really really happy to have like in-laws like them, because they went with me to get the ring and stuff. Yeah.
That's so sweet.
They did. And I just was very clueless, but I was very grateful that I have like in-laws like them, because I never had anything like that. So I'm very grateful to be part of the family too.
Wow.
And you know, being
And they're welcoming you in with open arms. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a huge honor. So it makes me feel really happy about that.
Aw. So tell me what it was that kind of like made you know. Was there actions that you guys displayed? Were there words? Was it the cookies? Like...
I was going to say, yeah. It could have been maybe. She was very sweet and caring. I never had that in general. Like, I remember telling Zoe, like, not even like 4 months in, I was like this is the most I've ever received from anybody, like ever in years. Like, I've never received this much
It
love.
gives me chills.
And it was only like a couple months in too. I was like, I've never had anything like this. So it was like super new to me. Like, I didn't think that would be possible, like, to be cared for like that, but she did. So that was definitely the big reason why, you know.
Aw. And what about for you?
It just felt like whenever I was with him, it was like I felt like I was talking to myself. Like, I always tell people, like, Oscar is like a part of me. Like, I can't imagine, like, I'm gonna get emotional.
Oh, and that's okay. We have some tissues in here.
Yeah. Like,
Aw.
when you know, you know.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. It'll be easy. Like, when you're with the right person, love is easy.
Oh, God. Zoe, stop. I love love so much. Y'all are literally...
I love love too.
I hate this. Okay, I'm not crying. Oscar's the only one in here crying. It's fine. Okay. So he just makes you feel supported. He makes you feel seen. That's like some of the most important things, I think, in a relationship. Like, yes, there's fun. Yes, there's passion. But like, when it comes down to it, the feeling of safety and the feeling of just knowing you're going to be received by that person no matter what is like... we gotta talk about something. Like, do you guys have animals? Like,
oh yeah.
Our dogs, we actually just figured out something yesterday, so they are going to be attending the wedding.
Oh, yay!
The dogs will be walking down the aisle.
I'm super excited about that, actually.
So tell me about, like, if you're comfortable sharing a little bit about kind of like what you thought, like what your version of love was before you met her, like what you perceived it to be and how it changed.
Exactly what she is, really. Because I just never had that, you know. I never like been with someone that actually cared to just like spend time with me or just want to stay home and do stuff like that. Like, I never had that. You know, I never had someone want to cook for me or anything like that when I had a long day. So it's just like I don't even ask and she does it. So just yesterday she did. So I told her, I was like, well, I was even telling her, you can bring home, you can bring like takeout, you can bring like pizza or something. She's like, no, I want to cook. I was like, okay. And then she made like a really good shepherd's pie. So it's just stuff like that. I guess that's kind of my love language.
Yeah,
I guess.
like acts of service.
Yeah, it's definitely super new to me. I've never had, like I said, I've never had that before, and I've always wanted something like that. And me with Zoe, she crossed all of that in the list. I don't have a big list or nothing, but that's pretty much what it is.
Zoe meets all of them.
Yeah.
Well, good thing you put a ring on her finger.
Yeah. She's always showing it off. Too.
Yeah. So tell me about the proposal.
Oh yeah. She went to California with her parents. The way it worked, like I kind of planned it out with her mom. Like they were already going to California, and then just she went to California or whatever. And then I planned it out with her mom that I was gonna go sneak over there. Like I was gonna go. They went to this place and we had it all planned out.
Yeah, it was a viewing area for the Hollywood sign, and I thought he was home at work.
Yeah, I was playing it off. I was like, oh, I'm at work. Work sucks. I was like, man, I wish I was. She was like, oh, have you ate? I was like, oh man, she's gonna order me DoorDash.
Did you think you were in he was in California or in Texas?
I thought he was home in Texas. I was
whole time I was like, oh yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah.
And she believed it. She believed the whole time.
And had you been there for like a day or two, or had
Um,
you flew in that morning and
like literally, like I woke up like 8 or 9. Yeah, because it was all planned out. Like so she went on like, what was it, like a Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah.
And then the Thursday. So the next day, I pretty much the flight that she booked, I booked literally the exact same flight the next day. And yeah, we I just snuck over there, and then her parents were like, all right, we're gonna be at this observatory, you're gonna be over there. And then like I went over there, I was like, I sneaked over there, and
we
I was
were
like
taking a picture,
Mhm.
and
oh yeah,
my dad was taking a picture of my mom and myself, and my mom was like, wait, I need to adjust myself, wait, and she kept like just fixing herself, and I was like, can we hurry take this picture? Like, I need to go get some food, I'm hungry. And then
like this should not take this long?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like starting to get frustrated. Yeah, he came up behind me. He was like, "Excuse me, ma'am," and I was just shocked that he was there. Like
Yeah.
for a second, I was like,
she's like,
"Are
who
you
are you?
Like in the flesh? Like really?
It was just like I was like, "What? You were supposed to be at work."
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to be at work no more, so I came over to see you.
You're like, did you take the day off? Like, are you supposed to be on the clock right now?
Are you on lunch break? Like, what's happening? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't want to be at work no more. I just played it dumb. I was like, I didn't want to be at work, so I came to see you. And then I asked her, I was like, well, the reason why I'm here. And then I actually got on my knees, and then
Aww.
I told her, like, will you marry me? I stuttered and stuff, but I told her, I was like, will you marry me? She's like, yeah.
Aww.
She had a promise ring. She's like, take this off of me.
So you had given her a promise ring.
Yeah, a little bit before.
How far into the relationship?
That was probably a year or so, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less.
A couple.
but-
Yeah, I think 6
Aw.
months. Yeah, probably a year. Yeah.
I
Just
love
about.
that.
Yeah.
It was funny though. She's like, "Oh, take this off of me."
Yeah. The promise has now been
Yeah.
fulfilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it though. He did a great job picking the ring.
Yes, it's
Pure-
gorgeous.
I love
Let me
it. It's
see.
pure weighing, and it has
Wow.
my birthstone on the inside. Actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
a
it's-
little hidden
so-
stone?
Yes. So
Aw, how
really love
special.
it.
So you were totally shocked.
yes.
What else were your parents like sobbing? Like, were they messes?
My mom was crying. I think my dad probably did a little bit. My dad was videoing everything.
So he's trying to keep it together.
Yeah,
Mm,
but
yeah.
I know whenever like I told him yes and everything, and I hugged him when I went to like hug my parents, like they were emotional. So it was
Aw.
really special to know that they helped him with the engagement and everything, because that really shows like, okay, they must really like this guy. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
So typically I ask, like, could you tell if the groom was nervous on the day of? But since he wasn't really there, could you
Yeah.
tell there was anything like in your parents' behavior that was like a little bit off? Because they knew. But,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. When I got to California, I had flown there by myself, and like when I got there, my mom was so excited to see me. Like she was like hugging me.
Like she had never seen you before?
Yes, and I was like, this is fun, but I was like, this is also kind of weird. Like, is something gonna
I
happen
saw
to
you
me?
last
Yeah,
week.
because the
like-
plan was already like going in motion, so
Yes.
she was excited.
And then
The
that
mom was super excited.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
and that day, I was gonna wear like shorts and a crop top, and my mom was like, no, you're gonna wear a dress, and I was like, that's gonna be like uncomfortable.
'Cause you guys
She's
are like
like,
hiking
why?
up to this
Yes,
spot. Yeah.
I was like, I want to be able to move, and she said,
I don't
no.
care.
Yep, she was like, wear this dress, and so I was like, all right. And then of course, before we went up there, they were like, get your nails done, and I was like, my mom was like, you need to have pretty princess nails for Disney, because we went to Disney the day I got
That's a
there.
good cover for
Yeah.
sure. I
Yeah.
probably would have been like, okay, I get
Yeah.
it.
I was like, okay, that makes
If you
sense.
guys are paying for it, sure, I'll do whatever you want. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I didn't have time to actually do my nails, so I just put on stick-ons and called it a day, but it worked.
it worked.
And I'm so glad they did, because if I would have had no nails during like the picture of the ring, I would have been mortified.
Oh, you'd have been like, let's wait for the picture.
Yeah, but it was more than I could have imagined. Like I never even pictured how I'd want to be proposed to, and it just exceeded any expectations I could have had.
That's beautiful.
The Hollywood sign was in the back and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
How epic.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. Yeah.
And was it just like the timing was perfect, or had you kind of had this planned out for a while?
Yeah, I felt really bad because her birthday was like September 27th. It was like a week right before. So like, it was funny because she kept saying like, "Oh, you're gonna marry me on my birthday," and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna marry her because I was
you needed
like,
there to be a surprise.
yeah, because I was like, oh, I'm not just gonna do that because she's expecting that, and I felt really bad. We had a whole date planned out, and at the end of the day, she was really sad, and I was like, well, you just have to have trust. Like, you don't know. Like, I was trying to like play it cool, and then so we get engaged on October 5th, and I picked that date because 5, my favorite number.
Nice.
So it kind of worked out because they were already going to California. I was like, oh, I'll just go on this date then.
That's epic. Yeah, in front of the Hollywood signs.
Yeah.
So cool. So did you guys do anything after to celebrate? Was there dinner?
We got
drinks?
hot
Nice.
Yeah,
we got
there's
some fancy hot dogs.
popular hot dogs like restaurant over there we went to, and yeah, we just had hot dogs.
Just had hot dogs.
Call it a day.
Love it. So before we keep going, I'm going to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Hyatt Regency Hill Country Resort and Spa. Bridal Babes, if you are looking for that destination wedding feel in the San Antonio area, this venue is perfect for you. They have all of the rooms you need for your guest accommodations, indoor and outdoor venues to provide the backdrop of your dreams for your wedding, and delicious gourmet catering. This venue is so fun for your out-of-town guests with the lazy river, the spa, so many fun adventures for them to go on and feel the Texas vibe. So make sure you check out Hyatt Regency Hill Country Resort and Spa for your wedding today. Okay, so let's get into the wedding. So since you're in the bridal world, I'm just going to assume that you're a step ahead of most bride-to-bes. I was a step ahead, but also I felt like I was a step behind because I just had information overload. Like I knew too much. And so fine-tuning what I wanted was super hard. So tell me about like the first steps you took after the engagement.
So the dress that I ended up picking, I actually happened to see, I would say maybe a month before their a month or a few weeks before the proposal, and it's actually by Randy Finoli. I'll say that. I won't say what dress it is.
No, we can't.
Yeah, but it was. I didn't know that was my dream dress until I saw it. I was like, this is what I like. I couldn't even imagine something more beautiful, and actually on Halita, sneaky on Halita, our store manager. They were showing it at another bridal shop in a different state, and she said that a bride had bought it off the floor, and it was a one-of-a-kind dress. So it was like, okay, it's gone forever. That's fine. I'm not engaged. Whatever. And so the day of the proposal, my parents, after he already proposed and everything, they said, like, oh, we have a surprise. And they pulled up a video of the dress, and they're like, we're going to get it. And so I guess she made up this elaborate lie about some bride getting it, which worked because it was a great surprise.
So she was super, super sad for like a whole week.
Oh, yeah. When I thought somebody had bought it, I cried a little bit.
Yeah, but lo and behold, it was your parents just like having it on hold, basically. Oh, my gosh. Sneaky.
Yeah, so I'm super thankful to Randy and his team because they worked with my parents on it, and it's going to be really... It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
One of a kind. How cool. By Randy himself.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And with, planning the wedding and everything, it's just kind of all come together really nicely.
Yeah.
We have a lot of wonderful friends in the bridal world, of course, like Heavenly Gourmet. They're going to be doing our catering. They're absolutely amazing.
And you picked out your venue, and your date is June
4th.
June 4th.
Yes.
Nice.
Next year.
I think that's a pretty good amount of time to plan, too. Yeah.
It'll be here before we know it, but I think we have a decent amount of time.
Yes, you do. I think anywhere, above 8 months, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
That's to each their own, but that would be my wish for everyone is to have at least 8 months to plan.
Yeah, which the only thing I don't love is that I really love being engaged right now. I really love being like, oh, we're getting married.
Yes, and it's my fiance, and you only get to use that phrase for a short amount of time, but it's such a temporary time, and I think like you guys are just over a month into your engagement, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right about.
So you're still in that like early. It was hard for me to even start referring to my fiance as my fiance. It took me a minute.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm more excited now to call him husband.
Yeah.
And he's been like calling me wife, and I'm like, you need to wait. Like, like we need to, because it's gonna be more special when it's like real.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
too much about myself.
I
So
love it.
you have the date, you have the dress.
Mhm.
What kind of feedback have you given her about what you're looking for in the wedding?
Uh, not really much. I just told her, I was like, whatever she likes, I'm happy with. But I did tell her, because I remember she was taking pictures. I was like, just make sure they have green grass. That's all. That's all I ask.
Green grass.
You don't want dead, dry
No,
grass
it's
in the
You
background.
gotta have like, you gotta be like perfect. It has to be green grass. It has to be has to look like it was in the picture. You know. It has to be,
Yes.
but-
Well, yeah,
I'm
and you
just
guys
joking,
are
though.
Gardens of Cranesbury, right?
Yes, Gardens of Cranesbury.
Yes.
Mhm.
So
So,
it's going to be green for
Cool.
sure.
yes.
Lots of green.
I cannot wait.
It's
Yeah.
a gorgeous venue.
But no, I'm happy with whatever she wants to do. Pretty much. You know?
Nice.
I think he
Mhm.
mostly had opinions kind of just on food and
Mhm.
you know, the cake.
Having a dog there, having her. His name is Chunky. Having Chunky there. would be
Oh.
super
Yeah,
cool.
we have
Chunky,
our pit
definitely.
Chunky and then our Shih Tzu mix Daphne. So.
Yeah, so you mentioned they're going to be in the wedding. How did you mention already how you're going to incorporate them into the wedding?
So our store manager on Holitha, her job will be to walk the dogs down the aisle. So they'll probably go right after the bridesmaids, I think.
Nice.
So my dog Daphne, I'm going to probably incorporate some of the hem from my dress into an outfit for her, so we can so we can match a little bit.
That's
But
cute.
I'm probably
Will Chunky be wearing a bow tie?
he probably will. He's black and white already, so I might just give him a little bow tie.
That's
So
cute.
We're super excited about that.
Yeah.
Those are our kids.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are our kids.
So have you guys already asked your bridal party members to be a part of the big day and things like that? Did you do that in any special way? You just kind of called them?
I kind of been slacking on that department a little bit. Well, I told my friend, I told him, I was like, hey, you want to be my best friend? My best man? He's like, yeah, I'm down. It's cool. So then that was really it. It was just
Nice.
a message. We talked a little bit, and that was really it. And I got a message to other people. But I know Zoe's been messaging like all her
Yeah, 'cause
bridesmaids.
I
and-
kind of asked in advance just to, because I know it's a big responsibility, and the dress that we're doing is going to be custom made. So I told him, I was like, this is what we're looking at. This is going to be the price. If you can't do it, I 1,000,000% understand. You could come as a guest, or we can maybe do something else.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll figure it out. But
yes.
You just wanted people to be aware.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
I kind of asked in advance just to make sure that some people were at least wanting to be part of the bridal party, and then of course I'm doing little like bridesmaid proposal boxes.
Nice. Yeah.
So as a couple of my bridesmaids come home from college for the holidays and everything, I'll be giving those out to them.
Perfect.
So.
Yeah. I was way too excited and definitely told all my bridesmaids ahead of time, but still gave them boxes to be
Yeah.
like, will you be my bridesmaid?
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Because it's cute. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And I actually, I have a list on my Amazon storefront for those of you wanting to look at inspiration for bridesmaid proposal
Yes.
boxes. So I have a couple of cute things that I put in mine
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
containers.
I
and
saw a
things, so.
video y'all posted today too. Of, like
Yes.
little outfits.
Yeah,
and
bachelorette party
stuff.
dresses.
Yay.
Yes, bridal
Wow.
babes. Keep your eye on my storefront.
That's cool.
New things all the time will be up there, and all the best wedding finds from Amazon.
Oh
So,
yeah, they were all
subtle
super
plug.
cute. super cute stuff.
yay! And I actually, one of those outfits I'm going to be wearing today for my photo shoot. So stay tuned for that too.
I can't wait.
It will probably already be online by the time this episode goes out. So,
Yeah.
okay. So what else? Has there been anything unexpected that's happened, come up? Any family dramas? Any, wedding expectations that you've already had to kind of like put to the side?
I feel like the engagement has actually kind of brought some of our family members together.
Oh, that's great.
Because one of my brothers, we kind of had an on and off relationship with for the last year, and the day I got
Oh, that's true.
engaged, I called him, and just everything was fine at that point.
Wow.
Like, everything fixed itself, and it's amazing because I feel like on the day of, we're all going to have our family there. I'm sure as we progress with the planning, there's going to be, certain people having opinions on certain things or asking why we're not inviting like our third cousin, but I'm trying to keep it
Yeah.
It's not going to be super intimate because we know so many people, but we're trying to keep it where it's only people we've spoken to in the last 6 months, at least.
Yeah.
People that we could sit down with and on any day of the week and feel comfortable having
Like
a
a
conversation.
one-on-one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're just trying to limit the amount of guests.
Plus ones.
Yes,
and
yeah. Plus ones.
That can be tricky for sure.
Especially with Hispanic families. It's
Yes.
like there will be people I've never met before, and they're like, "Oh, this is my brother's girlfriend's friend's sister.
This is my
It's
cousin." It's like, no, it's not your cousin. Don't lie to me.
It's like, I don't know you.
Yeah. Thanks again for coming in today, guys. Is there anything else you want to kind of throw out there for bridal babes that just recently got engaged? Advice you have for them? Things to keep in mind?
I would say just do what makes you happy for your wedding. You know, even if it's non-traditional or something really out of the box. Just do something that represents you and your partner's love, because you're going to be the one who remembers everything about your wedding like 20 years from now.
True.
So
Yeah, like Aunt Linda might remember 2 things, but you're going to remember everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to remember everything you didn't do.
I love that.
I would just say marry your soulmate and marry the person that you can't live without.
Aw.
The best thing I could say.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think my fiance is the only person, no offense to everyone else in this world, that I'm like, I'm just never tired of you. Like, I never don't want to be hanging out with him, you know?
Right.
And I love that. And
Mhm.
yeah.
It's always an adventure.
Yeah.
Just being with your partner.
Yeah, exactly. So thanks again, Zoe and Oscar, for coming in. I'm sure we'll hear more about your wedding planning as we go along. So where can people find you online if they do want to follow more of your esports or your wedding planning in general?
Probably just my Twitter, really. Usually on my Twitter, I post like whatever I'm doing, results, what I'm doing. It's like Oasis send you
All the updates are
yeah.
there. Nice.
Usually I post updates about what I'm doing on there. That's probably the best social media platform to find me as far as esports and stuff
Okay.
that I'm doing. Post.
Okay, what's your handle?
It's Oasis, and then it's like underscore, and it says send you, like from
Okay.
it's from Naruto or whatever.
Okay.
But it's Oasis send you, just like that, and then I'll pop up for sure.
Nice. Perfect. And then what about you?
I primarily use Instagram, so my Instagram handle is got that queen potato, but there's an underscore between each word.
I freaking love your Instagram handle.
And then of course we post updates on Bridal Connection as well on our Instagram.
Yeah,
so.
you're on their page all the time trying on dress. Are you going to be trying on dresses more, or are you kind of putting it on pause?
I will be trying on dresses, but they will be very different from what I'm wearing.
Cool.
So, yeah. But yeah,
Nice.
we're always pretty active on social
Yes,
media.
I love y'all's reels. They're so fun.
Come on, going back.
Like they already mentioned, you can find them online, Instagram, Twitter, to keep up with what they're doing. And Zoe works at Bridal Connection. You can go visit her, and maybe she can help you find the dress of your dreams. And don't forget, the buzz doesn't have to stop here. We are everywhere online: TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, you name it, your favorite platforms, with all of the best wedding inspiration. And there are new episodes every week, so make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications to be first in line. And a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Hyatt Regency Hill Country Resort and Spa. Make sure you check them out on SanAntonioWeddings.com today. And with that, we'll see you next time. Just wave to this camera and say bye.
Bye.